BLVD.org. Sponsored by Global Trust Society.
Range News Time 4:34. Well, people on the internet track very specific things, and celebs' private jets are among them. According to Rolling Stone, a new report trying to track the carbon emissions of celebrity private planes, and Taylor Swift topped that list. Never mind the uproar Kylie Jenner caused recently when she took a 17-minute-long private jet flight. According to Yard, Swift jet flew 170 times between January 1st and July 19th of this year. That's the number for which the Yard studies. That comes out to just about 15.9 days in the air. Now, that output has created an estimated total flight emissions of 8,200 tons of carbon. Yard says that is nearly 1,200 times more than the average person's total annual solo emissions. A spokesperson for Swift said Taylor's jet is loaned out regularly to other individuals. To attribute most or all of these trips to her is blatantly incorrect. Coming in at number 2, boxer Floyd Mayweather, and number 3, Jay-Z, who flies on the Puma jet. That's a jet that creative director for Puma reportedly bought as a perk for athletes it endorses. Other celebs on that list include Drake, A-Rod, and Steven Spielberg. We blame the supply chain crisis for this sweet problem. Here's something super frightening. Just in time for Halloween, candy may be scarce. Hershey says it expects to face a candy shortage amid the ongoing struggles with the global supply chain. The company's CEO warned specifically that it would not be able to meet the demand for Halloween this year. While the company has added production capacity, it says it just can't keep up with balancing their regular treats with holiday-themed sweets. So you may not find as many for the trick-or-treaters come October. Imagine calling 911 in an emergency and seconds later the operator starts snoring. That is what one Houston man said happened to him, which has led to the Houston Emergency Center starting an investigation after that caller complained. He says he was put on hold for about 3 minutes, and then when finally someone picked up, sounded like they fell asleep 30 seconds in. Officials say they will take appropriate personnel action after investigating, but the emergency center's manager adds employees have been working a lot of overtime because of staff shortages. Now to the latest on the Texas school massacre for a small survivor.
Maya Zamora got a hero send-off from the staff at University Hospital in San Antonio, Texas, Friday afternoon. The 10-year-old spent more than 2 months in the hospital recovering from injuries she received in the Uvalde school shooting May 24th. She was the last shooting victim to be released from a hospital.
That was correspondent Jim Crassula reporting. Wins News Time 4:37. 1010 Wins Entertainment News in 60 seconds.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Are you getting all the benefits you need? If you have Medicare, you may now be able to get new benefits. Benefits may include eyeglasses, wellness visits, gym membership, meal delivery, and hearing aids with low copay. To find out which benefits you qualify for and to find out if you're getting the benefits that you deserve, you need to call Best Medcare. Our licensed insurance agents can look up your current benefits and tell you what additional benefits are available to you. It's easy, just one call. Tell us the deductibles you prefer, the doctors you want to see, and if you want prescription drug coverage. The service is free and you have no obligation. You may even find plans with 0 monthly plan premiums, 0 copays on many services, and 0 deductibles. You deserve every medical care coverage benefit out there, and we'll help you get them. Call 800-431-6905. 800-431-6905. That's 800-431-6905. And let Best Medcare do the work for you.
Wins News Time 4:38. Now 1010 Wins Entertainment News. Nicki Minaj is out with a new release, her Nicki docuseries.
I think the woman she wasn't afraid to fail. Hey, yo, I'm going for it. Female rappers weren't really trying at the time. I'm fighting for the girls who never feel like they could win.
A new 6-part documentary follows her life and career, and that is on the way. Minaj shared the big news on Twitter along with that trailer. It begins with an early self-tape of Minaj rapping. Her beginnings were humble, but her drive and talent shot her to the top of international stardom. And of course, rappers today like Doja Cat consistently refer to Minaj as inspiration for their work. Nicki also says she takes her art very seriously and still does not get the respect that men do. Entertainment news at 38 past each and every hour right here on 1010 Wins News Time, 4:39.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-656-4735. That's 800-656-4735. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-656-4735.
The station you know, the people you trust. 1010 Wins.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon, 86 degrees, 440 on your Saturday, July 30th. I am Stephanie Officer. Here's what's happening. The president has tested positive for COVID-19 again. Last night's Golden Mega Billions tickets sold in Illinois, so back to work for you here in the Tri-State. A beloved 99-year-old grandmother remembered at her funeral yesterday after being hit and killed in a crosswalk a block from her Bronx home. If you spot that Junior's cheesecake truck this weekend, better wave it down. $5 license for everyone. The Reverend Bishop, robbed at gunpoint last week, thinks he and other clergy should be permitted to carry. And in sports, top of the 7th, Kansas City 2, Yankees 7, Mets and Miami start at 6:10. 86 degrees, we're sunny, down to 70 in Midtown tonight. Wind chill 441. Let's take it over to traffic and transit on the ones. What's going on, Russ Meyer?
We have a tractor trailer on the Meadowbrook Parkway. Parkway means no tractor trailer, so this is a problem. And we have that southbound delays coming on down from Old Country Road down towards Hempstead Turnpike. As a result, you can go with Montauk Parkway, which, as far as we know, is tractor trailer free. It's also moving well. Also, we'll talk about the guide into and out of the city, and here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. GWB has actually gone down a bit. It's about 25 minutes for the lower level, about a half hour for the upper level, and down at the Lincoln Tunnel, again down a bit to 25 minutes in the HYLAN Tunnel. That's a different story. It's about 45 to 50, as in 50 minutes, from both the Turnpike and from 139. So not the best choice right now. Also, looking at slowdowns in Westchester, southbound Hutchinson River Parkway, past Botanical Avenue, a crash takes out one lane. We got the New England Freeway as an option. Also, the eastbound side of the LI-6 right up over by 188th Street with a crash, and the left lane to the Grand Central. The better option in that case. East side, west side, got Henry Hudson Parkway and west side Highland River Drive on the FTI with no major issues. It is going to be still on the Highland River Drive, though, from 155 to the TWB. I'm Russ Meyer, next to Port 451 on 1010 Wins.
Well, today the White House announced President Biden contracted COVID-19 again just days after testing negative.
Aides to the president have said they knew it was possible that the president might be among the small percentage of COVID patients who test positive a few days after they seemingly have recovered from the virus. The president says that he's feeling fine, he has no symptoms, but he's going to isolate for the safety of everyone around him. His plans to travel to Wilmington tomorrow and Michigan on Tuesday have been scrapped.
Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reporting. The one winning ticket was sold in Illinois for the Mega Millions jackpot, which rose to a final $1.3 billion.
That ticket sold at a Speedway gas station in the Chicago suburb of Des Plaines. The winning numbers 13, 36, 45, 57, 67, and Mega Ball 14.
Someone there is really celebrating.
And Mega Millions spokesperson Danielle Trigi-Babb can only speculate on who won.
At a jackpot level like this one, you do see a lot of people pulling their money together to get as many tickets as possible and hopefully win a jackpot.
The $1.3 billion prize is the annual payout. The upfront cash payment is $780.5 million. I'm Julie Walker.
Either way, a staggering amount of money, not too shabby for what might be a $2 investment. Meanwhile, a ticket for $1 million sold here in the Bronx. Al, the worker behind the counter, told our Carol Dioria there was a $1 million winner once before at that very same place.
2017.
Would you say this is a lucky spot?
Yes. Lightning will hit twice in the same spot. Hopefully the third one will be the jackpot.
Wednesday News Time, 4:44.
Every time you hear the sound of a Northwell ambulance, you know we're responding to an urgent need. But you may not know that this sound is at the scene of another emergency. Hunger in our schools. That's why we created the Wellness on Wheels program, bringing healthy food and nutrition guidance to thousands of school kids in New York. Because when it comes to raising the health of our communities, well can't wait. Northwell, raise health. The YMCA is just the starting line for the true self-story. Only when we find our purpose, what makes us tick below the surface. My why is diversity in you. A safe space in my community, living with sincerity, giving every day and everything. With my why, I stand strong, seen and supported all along. It's a million faces in a mirror and everyone belongs. Find your why. Learn more at ymca.org for a better us.
Wednesday time, 4:45. The U.S. now has the largest number of confirmed monkeypox cases globally, with cases found in 46 states and in D.C., California, and New York, the highest number of cases.
Dr. Susan Phillips, San Francisco's top doctor, says the city needs about 70,000 doses to get a handle on the outbreak. And right now, who is eligible to receive a vaccine? We are really prioritizing limited vaccine to the populations that are most impacted. So that is including gay men, bisexual men, other men who have sex with men.
Correspondent Tanya Rivero reporting the virus spreads through prolonged and close skin-to-skin contact, as well as sharing bedding, towels, and clothing. The State Health Commissioner, Dr. Mary Bassett, tells 1010 Winds we need more monkeypox vaccines.
From our share, we sent 2,000 doses to New York City in an effort to offset the gap between the number of cases that they have and the proportion of the vaccine that they've received. But all of us know that we need more vaccine.
Wednesday News Time, 4:46. A man who was driving in East New York, Brooklyn, is now in critical condition after two car thieves shot him twice. During a robbery early this morning, cops say he was driving on Sheffield Avenue near Linden Boulevard around 4:30. The two men approached his car and held him at gunpoint. They demanded his wallet, which he turned over, and then told him to hand over the keys. Well, when he either refused or didn't comply fast enough, the carjackers reportedly shot him twice in the chest before running away. Emergency responders rushed into Brookdale Medical Center in critical condition. No arrests just yet, and that investigation continues. Meanwhile, a beloved 99-year-old widow and grandmother was remembered at her funeral yesterday. As vivacious and eager, the victim of a hit and an accident Wednesday morning, Brittany Schwartz, stuck inside her local grocery store to send a letter. She was hit and killed by an SUV driver turning only a block from her Riverdale home, according to officials. This happened around 8:30 Wednesday morning. Schwartz suffered severe head injuries and passed away at St. Barnabas Hospital. Cops are investigating whether that driver ignored a stop sign before the deadly collision, although no charges have been filed yet. Schwartz had just emailed her daughter-in-law before heading out to mail that letter. A neighbor said she and Schwartz had often spoken about that crosswalk where she was hit, saying it is horrendously dangerous. Transportation Alternatives, an advocacy group promoting bike and pedestrian safety for 25 New Yorkers aged 65 and up, were killed citywide so far this year, including 5 in the Bronx.